Okay, I had to pause because my card fell on the ground. But we have the Sun and Seven of Cups reversed. There's almost like this energy of it's okay to go into hiding for a short time while you discover which of these choices you want to take. I think that with such a big new route opening up for you, it can be overwhelming, all the choices that are available. And I think it's easy to just lean into the illusion of the first one that seems really appealing, as opposed to like making sure it's truly aligned with what your soul wants. Um, so, all that to say, I think that, don't sit in this energy too long, but I am getting an energy that, like, just because your ground is being shaken up and like the soil is being tilled a bit doesn't mean you don't need to take some time to rest in this moment to make a plan with Queen of Swords. I feel like there's a strong energy of taking your time to formulate and calculate what your next move might look like and understand a little bit, at least to some degree, like where you're trying to head before you just make the first decision. Like, we don't want to leave the current phase we're in just for the sake of leaving the phase we're in, right? We want to transcend, we want to transmute, we want to work towards going towards our higher self. And as I'm saying that, the wind is like picking up crazy outside. I think it's a plane flying by. But yeah, I think there is this wind of change. I think that there is a lot of change that wants to happen for you. If you need to make some preparations before you take flight, that is going to be beneficial for you. There's nothing to say that, but I think that you're not meant either to like sit and stay in this stay in the current chapter you're in here and get grounded. Choose a path, at least to some degree. Like, choose one thing that you can work towards to start making this shift, and release the need to completely control the outcome before you get started. But it's going to help you if you have some kind of vision for where you're headed next. And it doesn't have to be fully fleshed out, perfection, or not at all. But I think that I'm really getting this energy of needing to make sure you're grounded and doing some work to get in touch with your highest self. Like, we have Judgment, the Sun. It's very much giving this energy of soul expression to me. I think that what you've been working on in the past, like the things that you haven't necessarily quite fulfilled those goals for you, or like not necessarily goals, but like that soul expression. Like, I don't feel like you've necessarily felt connected to your highest self. We have Eight of Pentacles as well. I do think that this is going to be something that you're going to have to put consistent work in, and it may be a slow process at first. I think that you're being told very much though to keep watering your flowers, but be open to like the changes in growth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's almost like you're not going to control exactly which plant flowers first and this, that, and the other. So there is a bit of a surrender of control, but you also have to be out there every day watering that garden, weeding that garden, doing that work that's going to long-term help those plants, whatever you've planted, to thrive. But you're not going to say like this plant has to bloom before the other one does. Like, be open to change in that way, and be open to some things surprising you, I guess. And I'm getting this message of like rabbits in the garden. I think that you're gonna have some company on your journey. I think that what you're starting is going to be really, really fertile, and I think it's going to start slow and then it's going to pick up fast. And it's okay to start slow and take your time in this journey, but I think like once one thing starts popping up, the rest will do the same. I'm going to get a couple final messages. I want to see what are the last things you need to know, and I've got like a stack of cards. Okay, so there's quite a bit still. We have Ace of Cups, the Emperor, Seven of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. So with this, feel like you're reaching a new emotional beginning. I think you're going to find that your cup is going to start overflowing. You're going to find some beauty in what you're really investing in. Like, yes, it's long work and it's hard labor in your metaphorical field, right? But you know that these are things that you're working towards. This is your garden. You choose what route you want to take it. And I think that sense of empowerment is kind of going to fill your cup and allow you to continue this work. And with the Page of Pentacles, yeah, like you see this person is just like honoring the things that have begun to grow, and it's gonna be a long journey, I think. Like, Pentacles, this 4 energy is slow moving, and that's okay. It's just about like the joy of the journey. I do think you need to take some action to focus in on what you want to build, but outside of that, like, I think it's going to be really fulfilling, and I think you're going to be really surprised by some of the things that grow in your garden and some of the little the new things, animals, people that you attract into your life. And maybe the animals are spirit guides or they're actual animals, but I think that you have a very beautiful, abundant energy, and the more that you start pouring into that garden, so to speak, and watering that garden, the more you're gonna see it blossom and thrive. And I think the more you're gonna really step into your own power and own sense of like internal confidence and knowing. And in that, when you really embody yourself and your own goals and things that you desire, it like allows you to like release control a little bit in this way, and like allow things to change because you know that they're still on your path. It's not someone else deciding for you all these things that you're not even really aligned with anymore. Like, I think this is going to give you a big semblance of control over your own autonomy in life as well. Let me know if this resonates. Also, this is my first collective reading on my YouTube, so any comments, support, or honestly even video feedback, I would love to hear it, and I hope this resonated with you. I can't wait to see the plants you grow in your garden. Sending love. Hello. This is my first reading, collective reading on my YouTube channel. I'm also on TikTok, where I post a lot of shorter collectives, but I wanted to get into this like more long form reading, having a little bit more of a space to really dive deep into a topic. And today I've already pulled 2 cards. We have 4 of Wands reversed, 4 of Pentacles reversed. Something is shaking up in your life when it comes to your stability and your foundation. And that is this 4 of Pentacles reversed energy. I think that you may be coming out of a time of really feeling guarded, really feeling like you have to force control, and like kind of hold things together. I get almost, and we haven't pulled the Tower, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it, just because I almost feel like this energy of like trying to force this Tower to still stand, and this stability to stay, even when it's meant to shift and unfold and change in big ways. And I think if you're not already like coming out of that energy, you're being called to really get into a shifting mode. Be adaptable. And 4s may be significant for you as well, just in terms of like 444, which is like, it's about creating new stability. And I almost feel like there's like a stability within yourself, and there's this energy of being really supported by your spirit team guides as well. Let's see what else you need to know about this situation. This one wanted to come out. Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's like almost like you've lost the vision for what you were creating. Like, I feel like you were really clinging to this vision because it's something that you've held for a long time. Like, I feel like the life that you're currently working to shift out of and needing to transcend is something that you've felt attached to for a really long time, and I think you're wanting to like get into this new page energy of like exploring what else is out there, but it's almost like frustrating because I think this is something that you're not practicing recently. With 8 of Cups reversed, we may have some, I think you may be resisting this change a little bit, but you're needing to like allow yourself to be like shaken up, not in like a destructive way, but like there's this energy of needing to be able to be movable, being able to sway in the wind so you don't collapse at the first gust type of energy. And I like, they just feel like this huge like swirling energy, like there's a lot of change that's about to come in or is trying to come in for you, but it's going to require a little bit of leaving behind some of the ways that you've currently been. 4 of Swords reversed. I want to get a clarifier here. Hold on. So 4 of Swords reversed and Judgment. I think that there almost needs to be this like time of rest and allowing yourself, and I notice also we have a lot of 4s. This is a third 4 card that we've pulled. There's this energy of really needing to not enforce a change to happen overnight, but like I think that the reason that you may be resisting some of this change and resisting even just the rest of leaning into it and allowing it to occur, like I think that you're not like settling into this change with this like rest as in the way of like allowing it to just happen, is because there's like some big calling here. I think that a door is opening for you, and you may need to take your time and think about what you want to get when you go through this door. Like I feel like there's almost this grounding and centering energy that needs to happen. Like this is your grandest calling. This is a higher purpose that's calling towards you. Like I do think you are meant to like close out the chapter that you're currently in so you can move forward, but I think that you need to get really grounded in your own energy so you can discover what that looks like for you. I'm gonna pull some cards. I want to get like a little bit more advice about some energy to embody in working through this shift, because I think you're feeling called to it, but there's some resistance. Okay, the Sun reversed. Maybe this looks like I keep getting like rest and recovery. Hold on.